Hello everyone, it's Shalia, and I'm so glad that you clicked on this video because there are so many cool things to learn about the new Royal Hourglass, and I am going to go through everything you need to know in this video. If you don't already have the Hourglass, first you'll need the expansion A Rift in Time, and there are multiple quests you'll need to complete with Jafar and Eve before getting the Royal Hourglass. I will not be going through all the quests in this tutorial, but I am working on a video that will walk you through them in the next week or two. So there are a few quests that you do have to complete to actually get the Hourglass. One is the Port of Worlds, which you get when you first go into Eternity Isle. The second one is the Secrets of Eternity Isle, and the last one is the Flying Metal Nuisance. However, there is one more that you need to do, and that's the Sands in the Hourglass quest, so you can get the time bending table, which will allow you to unlock areas in the Wild Tangle and Glittering Dunes and upgrade your Hourglass. So let's go over some basics on how the Hourglass works. The first thing you need to know, and I wish I had known this sooner, is that the sparkling circle that your Hourglass puts off while using it is actually a directional circle. Basically, it's a round arrow, just move in the direction it shows you to find the treasure. When there are no treasures around, the circle will be blue. As you get closer to a treasure, it'll turn yellow-orange. When you're on top of the treasure, it will turn red-orange. And I've also found that sometimes it stays blue and you will still run into a treasure spot, so keep alert for that. Some fun facts to know about your new Hourglass is that it can point up and down. Sometimes it's difficult to see that, but if you keep your camera straight on your character, not above, you can see it better. Sometimes it actually points up or down to a totally different area than what you're actually in, so keep that in mind. Once you've found all the treasures in a certain area, you'll get a message that there's no more treasures here. If you get that message, just move on to another area, and after a little while, you can go back to previously searched areas and search again. You can use your Hourglass to find treasures like mist, relics, gifts, and fragments in Eternity Island and your valley. So keep in mind, you can only find these items outdoors. You can use your Hourglass to find treasures, mist, and glimmer in all of your realms. And unlike mist, which can be found everywhere, glimmer can only be found in the realms. So be sure to visit your realms daily because you'll need glimmer to make some of the new furniture. Obviously, you can find mist and glimmer indoors and outdoors in the realms. I'll talk about realms in a little bit more detail later on in this video. Now that we've gotten the basics of how the Hourglass works out of the way, let's talk about tips to get the most out of it when searching for treasures, and then later we'll talk about time rifts and upgrading your Hourglass. First, you want to make sure you have at least one villager with the time bending roll. Work on getting that villager to level 10, or once you get the time bending training manual and you find all the ingredients to craft it, you can change one of your level 10 villagers' roles. You definitely want to craft a few of these because the more level 10 villagers that you have assigned to this role, the more mist you will receive when you find mist treasures with your helper. I don't remember exactly when I received the time bending training manual recipe. I was just kind of playing and it showed up. So if any of you can add any info about that, about how you got it, please put it in the comments so everybody else can know. Second, once you've chosen your helper, make sure you take them along with you whenever you go treasure hunting. I only have 2 villagers assigned to the time bending role so far, and only one of them is at level 10. So I've been getting an average of 300 mist when I find it, and my helper, when they feel inclined to do so, will throw out half of what the original mist amount was. So if I found a mist treasure worth, let's say 300 mist, my helper would throw out 150 mist for a total of 450 mist. Third, you want to make sure you collect fragments on the day that they are available. The way to find out what fragment is available the day you are playing is to go to your menu. You want to click on the collection tab, then click on Eternity Isle, and then click on time bending, and then scroll down to fragments. And since fragments can only be found on certain days, and there's only 1 fragment available per day, and there are 10 fragments, make sure you check this daily and try to collect as many of the available fragments that you can. Make sure you check what level Hourglass is required as well. All require level 2 or 3 Hourglass. Now, you can find mist in realms once every day. Something to note about realms is that if you have a level 0 or level 1 Hourglass, you will get all mist at 150 a pop for each treasure you find. If you upgrade to level 2 or level 3, you will find a mix of mist and glimmer. Each mist treasure you will find will bring in 500 mist, and you will get 1 glimmer for any glimmer treasure you find. You will generally find 3 treasures in each realm except for Wally and Ratatouille, where you'll only find one treasure a day. Also, take note that there is a glitch in the Lion King realm, so if it shows that you need to go up when trying to find the third treasure and you clearly can't, just leave the realm and go back in, and it should let you find it in a normal location. I did do a full tutorial on finding mist and glimmer in realms, and there is a card up in the corner that you can click on after you've watched this tutorial. Alright, let's move on to time rifts. Some things to keep in mind is that your helper is basically useless in time rifts, so you can stop hanging out with them if you want to. It really doesn't matter. You can have them with you or whatever. Sometimes they can actually get in your way, but that is rare. Sometimes other characters get in the way as well, and that I used to think was rare until it happened to me. And there's really nothing you can do about it, and that really sucks if they're right by the treasure spot and you click on them by accident and start a conversation when you're on a time limit. I also recommend leaving your pet companion behind for this task as well. You can accidentally click on the pet and pet them, which also takes up precious time you don't have. Also, don't worry if your backpack is full. You won't lose any treasures. You can pick them up afterwards. Also, make sure you're well fed or fed well enough because you don't want to run out of stamina in the middle of a time rift. Time rifts last for like 30 seconds. The most treasures I've ever found are 5, but generally I can only get 3 or 4. Tell me in the comments how many you can find in 30 seconds. I'd love to know. If you don't find any treasures by the time the time rift ends, or you step outside of the time rift circle before finding a treasure, don't worry, it just resets and you can try again. However, something to keep in mind, if you step outside the time rift circle after you've already found a treasure, the time rift will disappear and you will not be able to continue finding treasures. So be sure to stay within the boundaries once you've found a treasure. Now, let's talk about our hourglass levels and what you can get with each level. We all start out with level 0, which allows you to get mist treasures around your valley, Eternity Isle, and the realms. It also allows you to knock down small swirling sands at an average of about 50 mist each, give or take. This is contingent on whether or not you've completed the sands in the Hourglass quest, whether or not you can actually remove the small swirling sands. You can find ancient relics, gifts, and certain fragments. You can upgrade your shovel to remove small rubble, upgrade the watering can to remove small evil plants, and upgrade your pickaxe to remove small stalagmites. You can also remove small copper rocks with your pickaxe since you've already completed the flying metal nuisance quest. Jafar gave that to you right at the beginning so you could get to Eve. You'll get access to new furniture and paths to craft, but keep in mind some furniture requires glimmer, which you can only get when you upgrade your hourglass to level 2. When you spend 5,000 mist, you can upgrade your hourglass to level 1. In addition to all the level 0 items, you'll unlock potions to upgrade your tools to the next level. You'll receive the hourglass potion that gives you the ability to remove large swirling sands at an average of 100 mist each. 2 pickaxe potions, 1 to remove large copper rocks, and 1 to remove large glass stalagmites. 1 shovel potion so you can remove large rubble, and 1 watering can potion to remove the large evil plant. Now you must note, you will need mist, ancient cores, and other time-bending materials to upgrade each tool. You'll also get new treasures, basic ancient machines, which are the gardener, cooker, and vacuum, and adorable scramble coin game pieces, Rafiki and Forky. Forky is my favorite. You can now collect level 1 cores, which you will need to make the basic machines and upgrade your tools. Then we move on to level 2. You'll need 10,000 mist to upgrade your hourglass to level 2. The notable change from the first 2 levels is that you can now find glimmer in addition to mist in the realms. You'll be able to get the regular ancient machines, which are the cooker, gardener, and the vacuum. To make these, you'll need to either make another basic ancient machine or use one you already made to upgrade to a regular ancient machine. You'll also need level 2 cores to craft these, and luckily, since you've now upgraded your hourglass to level 2, you can now find level 2 cores, which you can also find level 1 cores. New relics and fragments will now be available to you when you treasure hunt. You get some really cool new furniture to craft as well. You'll get the Agrabah Palace model, the Tavern Piano, Monster of the Month frame, and the Sword of Stone. You'll need level 2 fragments for some of these, so keep that in mind. The level 2 upgrade also includes Kristoff and Merlin Scramble Coin game pieces. Your level 3 hourglass will cost you 15,000 mist. There aren't any notable changes from the last level except that you can now craft advanced ancient machines, the cooker, gardener, and vacuum. And just like how you needed the basic machines to make the regular machines, you'll need the regular machines to make the advanced machines. You'll now be able to find new relics and fragments, and you'll be able to find all level cores. I really like the new furniture we get at this level. We get the V8 Cafe, which is a personal favorite of mine, Bing Bong's Wagon, Highland Family Tapestry, Scrooge's first dime, I could give or take that, and a mythic vase. You also get an ancient robot. I'm not sure if this is a game piece or not, as I haven't bothered to make it yet, but let me know in the comments if it is a game piece. Or if it isn't a game piece, what does it do? Also, let me know what level hourglass you are at and which new items that you can craft at your time bending table are your favorite. I so hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and check out that next one. And if you'd be so kind as to hit that like button, if you haven't already, on your way out, I sure would appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!